About the name of your club or organization and its mission.
We started a club called Students for Courage, and it's inspired by the Jamie Kimball Foundation for Courage. And it started after our one of my sister's friends' moms attended the luncheon. So that kind of inspired our name, and we decided. Well, I wasn't originally a part of the original creation of the club, but they decided to name it after Jamie Kimball Foundation for Courage and call it Students for Courage to just, show that we're students that are supporting this foundation and we have the same goal.
Okay.
So,
So, how long have you been a part of it, and approximately how many members do you have?
so I've been a part of it since freshman year. It started when I was in eighth grade. So it had only been a club for a year when I joined. And then oh, sorry, I forgot the last part of the question.
About how many members of the club do you think you have?
So last year we had around 50. So it has grown a lot from the beginning. It's still small on the smaller end, but we're still definitely working on getting more members and things like that.
Okay. Are you an officer, or does the club have officers?
Yes, so I am an officer. This year I'm president, but last year I was head of creative design activities. So that had to do with posters and things online, just getting the word out there and of creative fashion and making videos and things like that. So,
Okay. Well, Aubrey, I know the Jamie Kimball story. I'm very familiar with it, a very serious topic. Tell me, for you personally, what made this club or group something that you really wanted to be a part of and invest so much of your time in? Why, personally, is it important to you?
um, it's really important to me because I know it's just such a heavy topic, and not many people are fully familiar with Jamie Kimball or the story, or like how many people that this affects. And especially in schools, it's not talked about at all, I feel. And I think it just was like really important to me to spread the word on this, that this is something that people should be familiar with at a young age. And even though it's so heavy and it's really difficult to talk about, it's definitely something that people need to know about when they are younger. So then as they grow up, they still continue to know and they continue to spread the awareness that we are instilling in them at school. So.
So the issue of domestic violence, have you seen it, as an issue in high schools, or young people with dating and relationships or even friendships? Do you see that, it does impact people of your young age when people might not think that it does impact people so young?
It for sure affects people so young, especially teen dating violence. We definitely focus on that more in schools, because not many people know signs of that. Even though it's less physical, teen dating violence, I feel like, is so normalized. Like some of the signs, people just think it's normal, and it's like it's how people love, and we are trying to make it clear that that's not a sign of love, and this is not how it should be. And domestic violence is definitely apparent more so in maybe other relationships that students have seen, maybe through their family or just other people that they know that are who are older. I feel that then it affects their mental health. And then by seeing these domestic violence situations, they see that this is how you're supposed to love someone, and we are just trying to make it clear that this is not how it's supposed to be, and we are making it clear to acknowledge the signs and see what they are and identify them so that people know what is correct, what is the right way to love. So.
So you mentioned that sometimes young people might be in a dating situation or friendship situation, and they might think some things are normal or just how you love, but that's not. Share with me some of the aspects or the signs that you do try to talk to your classmates and peers about, that the group does try to educate other young people about.
We definitely focus more on the mental and emotional aspects. So things that are more degrading, calling people names or saying, okay, I don't want you to hang out with them. I don't want you to see them, only me. only me because I want you to just be mine. That is definitely something that I think is so normalized. Like if people like influence them to only hang out with one person or see one person, then they slowly just feel the only approval is needed by that one person. And that's something I really think is so important to get across, that that is not something that is right. We also talk about things like telling people what to wear or just who to be, how to act in certain situations. That's definitely something I think that's apparent in friends and relationships. Them saying, I don't like when you talk like that, or I don't like when you say these things about that, you can only say them about me, or something like that. That is definitely something that I think is so normalized, and we try and get it across to people that that's not the right thing.
Okay. Can you share with me some of the activities or things that you've done through the club?
So we work a lot with our events through Safe Alliance. And some of the things that we've done is during Halloween time, we used to go to shelters, and they had a thing called trunk or treat. So we'd bring cars and we'd decorate the back of our cars for the kids who aren't able to leave the shelter. Um, and we fill our cars with candy and decorate them so that they could have a more normal Halloween. We also, during the springtime, would do a field day for some of the kids and the residents at the shelter. And we do things that were like games and, like just lawn activities. I mean, you can do sports, we just did that so that the kids there would have a little bit more of a normal social life almost. And we've also tried to do drives and fundraisers. We did last year through, it's called the Boat Shop. They always have this big holiday party, and they pick an organization, and they chose Safe Alliance. And we went and we volunteered for them, and we collected gifts for the residents and the kids at the shelter. So those are just some examples that we've done of our
Wow.
activities.
Well, kudos to you and your classmates for all the work that you're doing on this issue.